Did you know that toilet training doesn't have to be stressful? Here's where to start. Hi, I'm Dr. Megan, and I guide people in growing, learning, and fostering connection and curiosity. And today, I want to talk about how we can make toilet training a less stressful experience. I have developed and trained hundreds of people on toilet training, their own children or their clients. And it's a skill that pretty much every person encounters, whether they're learning how to use the bathroom or they're a parent or a caregiver or teacher or behavior analyst teaching someone to use the toilet. What's interesting is, even though this is a skill that most people are going to be learning, it's not as researched as you would think. There are a few key things that have been found in the research though, and we're going to talk about that today. It's also pretty well known that toilet training is one of those milestones that can be a source of distress for parents and for children who are learning how to use the toilet. But it doesn't have to be that way if we can focus on some of these key areas that have been identified in the research. The first thing to know is that readiness is key. Not every child is going to be ready to use the toilet at the same age, and pushing a child to use the toilet before they're ready is usually going to be that extra source of distress for both the parents and the child. Some early signs of readiness include recognizing when they need to go, staying dry for longer periods of time. We can also create lower stress toilet training by making sure we have a supportive environment. This is typically going to include using visual schedules, having a positive reinforcement plan in place for even the smallest of steps, and following a pretty consistent routine within toileting. In this video, I wanted to highlight that toilet training doesn't have to be an all or nothing thing. It can be a gradual process, but the things that you're going to gradually work on do matter, and we'll dive into that a little bit more in a future video as well. You can set your child up for success by following a more gradual process depending on what they're ready for. In later videos, we'll dive in on specific strategies, but for now, I want you to focus on recognizing signs of readiness, creating a calm and structured environment, and celebrating even the smallest of steps forward. Toilet training doesn't have to be stressful or rushed. Start by creating that supportive environment, and you'll see that the rest falls in line pretty quickly. We will go into more detail in future videos, as I've said. So if this content resonates with you, please make sure to give me a follow.